In this video, you'll learn a simple misfire diagnosis and learn how to replace spark plugs and coils on your town & country or caravan with the 3.3 or 3.8 liter engine. I am fixing a misfire code for cylinder number 4, and the way I diagnosed this was when the engine's running, I checked the injectors, which are right here, and since this is cylinder 4, I checked the cylinder 4 injector, which is right there. You can see a little bit of green. And you can check this with a screwdriver and put your ear to it, and you can hear the clicking sound that the injector is making. But I have a stethoscope, which you can use. That's a little bit more accurate in when you're listening. And I heard the clicking sound, so that means the fuel's good, or it should be good. What you can do to make sure that it's not your coil pack that's messing up and it is the spark plugs, you can use this guy right here, which is it's basically a spark plug tester. You put this end boot on the spark plug, this end on the coil wire, and you can see it light up, while it's running, which means your coil is working. And you can also test while it's running. You put all this in, it's stumbling, it makes a weird noise. You can unplug this and it makes no change in the engine performance. That means it's probably your spark plug. So, we're gonna remove the spark plug. All right, I cleaned the spark plug wells out, and we're gonna take the fourth one out first, which is the middle one. All right, here's the spark plug from the middle. You can see the middle portion is really worn down from, use over time, and she's got some carbon buildup. If you have a misfire code and it is a spark plug, you should replace all of the spark plugs while you're in here, because if one's going bad, the others aren't far behind. Oh yeah, these definitely need replaced. These guys have been here for a while. You can see how worn down this is. This looks like a copper one, and this is why you need to replace copper ones faster, because you can see how much more worn down this one is than the other ones. I'm surprised this one wasn't throwing a code. It's all worn down, barely hanging on. Alright, these are the plugs you need. 7440. This is the number that the car has, so you know they're right. They were about $8 a piece. This was number 4, and this is the new one. You can see how worn down that is compared to the new one. It's gonna be real happy when we're done. Here is the front finished. I'll show you how to do the rear in just a second. You see how nice and new it looks. Scraped off all the dirt. New plugs. Alright, I'm gonna attempt to show you the spark plugs in the rear, see what it looks like. Well, in the rear, you're gonna have the spark plugs are in the exact same spots as the front. They are just, I don't know if you can see anything, but we're gonna feel it all with our hands and do everything blindsided. But it's exactly as the front, so if you do the front first, you have a pretty good idea of where the back is. And you're also hoping that there's no dirt or sludge buildup where the spark plugs are, because you really can't clean it. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this without the ratchet, and I'm going to feel for where the spark plug is, which is right where you took it off. I'm gonna feel down there. It doesn't feel like there's much dirt, so I think we're good. And you just put I know you can't see anything I'm doing, but you'll feel it. You want to feel the tip of the spark plug and put your ratchet on. Make sure it's going left. I'm gonna see if I can get another hand on the ratchet, which kind of protects it from. All right, it is loose. The coils can be difficult to yank off, but try to squeeze and pull rather than just yanking the wire. This one doesn't feel dirty either, that's good. I'm taking number 5 out first, but I got all of them knocked loose. And for a quick switcheroo, I'm gonna keep that in there until I'm ready to replace it with a new spark plug. All right, here's the new one. It just gives you better like muscle memory of where the spark plug's located. There's this guy. Oh wow, that's worn down. That's wild. And we put the new guy. I just screw it in as much as I can by hand, so it's less work for me with the ratchet. Here was this one. Look how crazy worn down that one is. Alright, the coil wires are ready to be replaced. All the spark plugs are tightened down. I did the last one without putting it on camera because you've already seen what I've been doing, so you have a pretty good idea of what you need to do. All those need to be tightened down just snugly, and then a little bit more until it won't move. I do want to show you this though. So on the old spark plug wires, if you don't pull them out hard, like if you don't squeeze enough and you pull on, if you just pull on them really hard, this is probably going to happen to you. This came out of these coil wires, and this is the part that goes on the spark plug. If this happens to you, you need to replace the coil wire as well, because that means the part that connects from the wire to this connector is broken. You can see on this one it's broken. On others there might not be something in there, but the wires are poking out and it got loose from this connection. So that means this connection was so tight on the spark plug that it literally ripped this part from the wires, which means you obviously want to replace these wires. So I have the new wires here. Basically what you can do, the easiest way if you don't have numbers on your new wires, is to match them with the identical pair that you're getting rid of. So for instance, I'm gonna take one of the wires out in the back because I've already done the front. We're gonna look for, we're doing number 1 first because that's, might as well. Take this one out from the middle, go over here, and on the very far right side, it comes from the spark plug. And just keep in mind where this wire is coming from. It went under, it kind of went under a certain way, and you just want to match this wire with one of the wires over here. Probably put this guy in first, and you can hear that click, and then just shove it back there without just make sure it goes under these wires here. And we're going all the way to the spark plug on the far passenger side, and listen for that click. Feel for the spark plug and push down, and you hear that click, that means it's good. If you do use the wrong one, there's not going to be slack here. Just make sure there's a little bit of slack and not too much. And now we're going to find the number 3. Since I did not get the original OEM wires that don't have the numbers on them, I bought them off of Amazon for like 30 bucks. They don't perfectly line up, so I put the longest ones in the front so I know for a fact nothing's getting burnt in the back or melted. Make sure all of those click when you put them on. They're all good, they're all snug. Spark plugs are snug. And I put the longest guys in the front because I can go ahead and I'm gonna zip tie these guys together so that they're not touching anything. That's important. And you should be good to go.